my Instagram, you guys wanted me to do an editing tutorial. Now this may be posted on Instagram and YouTube, but it also may be too long for Instagram, so it may just be on my YouTube, and I might just post a preview or this intro on Instagram. I don't know. But anyway, so this is my editing tutorial. Already, here's a few of my edits that you can already see off the bat. Basically all of these, except for this one, and this one is for a thing I did, which actually you can see here. People did emojis and I did edits for a set emojis. Anyway, so first, I used IBASX Paint. First you go on here and then you select the picture you're going to do. Actually, I'm not going to do that. So, I'm going to use this picture. And I use original, but you can use recommended. I don't care. So usually for backgrounds, I use this little, that little thing. And I go to, anime backgrounds. But today, I'll probably just do, in my favorites, I'll probably just use, this background. I don't know why exactly, but I'm going to. So yeah, and then I just move that down and I add a layer. We go to here and we use the eraser bucket to erase all the white. You just, oh god. Oh my god. And boom. There's going to be a lot of just like me messing up because I do that a lot. So the undo button for me is like my best friend. Anyway, you're going to hide that one. You're going to get this magic wand, which will be used a lot. I just do that. Then basically do it like as if you're erasing those things again. Click those spots. Then you're going to click that little invert selection area. And then I usually hide that, get the bucket, and boom. Then you do that, and you unselect. You move it. I'm going to move it just a little bit. Then this part you don't have to do, but I'm going to. I smudge it a little bit. Just kind of make it that like unneat look, because shadows aren't exactly perfect. Then you can I'm gonna do that. But sometimes you can just leave it like that. It just depends, really. And then boom, and then I'm going to select this one is for the hair, eyes, wings, and clothes, and shadows. So first off, you're going to want to get that, use it for free. Then you got this, because most of the brushes you will be using today are the ones you need to do. And then you're gonna get the hair one, pretty self-explanatory. I'm gonna do that. Then you're gonna get the magic wand, and you are gonna click up as high as you can, and then it can tell like what the color differences. So, and then one thing great about the hair is that it does different shades for you, which I really like. Because it kind of gives that like non-perfect hair look. Because like I don't know about you guys, but in real life I don't actually have like perfect hair, and then just do that. I don't have like one shade. Then also you're gonna do the same thing for the tail, except I just do that. I don't do the little thing. I just keep it like that. Then you're going to remove selection. I said remove selection. I don't know why it didn't work. I accidentally clicked the wrong thing. Then I'm going to click as low as I can. Now you might notice that I'm not getting that middle piece, because that's the gradation. That's where they meet. So we're going to have a different color. And I'm even going to do the back. And then you just simply, I just realized I forgot to select the color again. Then this actually this right here is actually really good because there's not like huge differences. I quite like that with the with pinks and stuff. Then you do that, and even with this it kind of gets confusing. You just use the lasso and subtract what you need to subtract, because then it starts kind of getting confused of where the thing is. So then you just select this color, and then you just simply do that, and then boom. Just realized I didn't do the tail. I'm not going to do those little pieces right there because it's not needed. So you're just going to do that, and then you can also change the size for the tail. That would probably be really good if it's this type of tail. And then you can do the ears, like that part too if you want, but that's up to you. Then I do this. I get Blur and Magic Wand. All of the hair. Like, all of the hair. You will see why in a second. Actually, you might be able to tell what we're gonna... You might be able to tell what we're gonna be doing is easily just like, we're gonna get Blur. I'm just gonna blur it all together. Because then it does that little nice little fade. And also does, wait, hold on. Then it also makes it look like there's different colors in the hair. And I don't know, you don't have to do this part. I just personally like doing this part. Okay, so yeah, there's that. Then, you remove selection and then you go to the next layer. And now I like to do the eyes next. So if you use like a really dark color, it tends to mistake it for black, and so everything gets selected. It just use your lasso, subtract, and it will work perfectly fine. I just realized I had subtract on. Anyway, and then I go to brushes and I go scroll down a bit to sequence. I like normal, but you can do any. I use that if someone's in love. I use that sometimes, and I mostly use this one though. Then you get the main color, and it's usually just a brighter version, except if you use green, because like with green, it tends to also use bright green. Like, hold on, if I just go really dark green, you see how it tends to do neon green too? Yeah. And that happens with my OC's eyes. Anyway, this one only has one eye shown, so that's all we have to do for this. And then we go to the next layer. And this next layer, I use the wings. I usually use gray or something like that. And then I go down, in peace. And then you do that. And if you go to one shade lower, it does that. And then I like doing pointillism 4. And with that, it's quite easy just to do. But I'm going to use black. And actually, I'm going to make it smaller. This part, like my wings, thing I do, isn't very popular, so you don't have to do it if you don't want to. Okay, so next I realize I need another 4. I use these every time, and so one thing I suggest doing with this is clicking on the outside, because it's not always the exact spot you click or the exact size you want it, or like make it really huge, because you're more likely to get the size you're wanting. And then just use lasso and just like boom, and then you can change the size to be exactly how you want it, and then that's that. Then I'm going to use this slide. I'm going to do this with this color in particular. I like using the glitter dot and then just doing, and boom. I don't know, I quite like that look. And then next off, if I go to this last layer, this one is the simplest, and you just go all the way back up to the top and then use Airbrush Trapezoid 60%, because I don't know, I really like this one. I don't like the others, because like with this one, it just, I don't know, it just not, because that, and then with Airbrush Trapezoid, you can tell an art, like, I don't know. It just, I like the trapezoid ones. So first off, I just, you know, do on the outside, because shading, hair usually has shadows under it because it's hair. And then I do some more, especially the ears. And then it's quite, but with me, I'm not good at finding out where the shadows would be. So maybe some of you are better at that than I am. I don't know. But yeah, it's just pretty simple. I know some people like doing it on like a darker shade of the color they use, but I don't know. I've never done that. Well, I have, but it just takes a lot of time, and I don't have a lot of patience, honestly, so I don't do that. And then boom. Now one thing I always do is I do a shadow near the end of the tail, because I don't know, it just looks like it would be like that. And then white would be like in brighter areas, and it's quite, I usually just do at the top of the head. But sometimes if like light was coming over here, which actually technically it would be coming over here, from over here, but I am just too lazy to deal with that. Because it really just depends on if you have a special background or how you do your shadow, because technically it should be that it's bright over this side and then dark on this side. Like everything is dark on this side, which actually I am going to do, but I usually don't. And then last but not least, you get text, and you just I just put on my watermark. Now I use the font Neat Cocoa, and then I use size 22, and then I use text, stroke, and then the shade around 2, and I just go simply Jaden's Edits 666. You just place it where you want it to be placed, and then I do, and this is not me trying to be funny, but I use I put it down to 69% to where you can still see under it, and it's not really blocking anything. Just so you can barely see it, and yeah. And then I just simply go save as PNG. Now, I need to find out where the eyes were. Here's the eyes, because I'm going to delete that layer, because I'm going to do something really quickly. I had 2 OCs, so I can show you how to edit someone with closed eyes. I also have to find out which layer this one is. Yes. Okay, so I'm going to erase that real quick, but you will see what I am doing in a minute. Just simply hide that layer, and then basically do what you would have done beforehand. Now this one's going to be, I just realized one thing I do suggest, because I just showed you what would happen if you didn't, hiding the shadows if you are doing it like I am, but you probably won't need to do that. Basically, it's the same thing, hence why I haven't deleted anything. It is the exact same thing, except the eyes change. That is the only difference. Now, if I add, and then you simply just get that, and then get it. Or you can sometimes use the color, like, but I just do that. Actually, no, I need to fix that. I just do that, and I quite like the look of that. And then if I go to, I'm trying to figure out. Okay, I think it is this one. And then I just go all the way down again to the little glitter. And then just do it again. What I did beforehand. And then, but way smaller this time. And then, boom. This one's going to be a little bit bigger because it's up in the front. And boom, that is how I edit if it has the squinty eyes. And then I just save as PNG. And then boom. Without the background, it looks like this. I do quite like the IBIS paint. Looks really good. It has a lot of good things. It has, and then one of a very popular thing I like using, which I am not using in this one, but if you go livings and humans, they have wings. I quite like this, the deform wing one. And then there's the devil wings, of course. And then there's also crying and blood. There's one for tears. There is one for blood splatters. And then there's these, but these are locked, so they're not, like, the only ones not locked are like these, but like, you know, in the background. Anyway, yeah, that is how I edit. You guys requested for this. I am planning on going live on Instagram, like today or tomorrow. I don't know yet, but anyway, that's it. I will see you in the next video.